Gentlemen, fellas, welcome back. I am reviving real news. Hope you gentlemen are doing well. Hope you fellas had a good weekend. And I hope you found time to enjoy it, at least once. Maybe you partook in the sports ball, bread and circus nonsense last night. Maybe you didn't. But I digress. I hope you guys had a good time and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. It's Monday. Monday stinks. But I digress. It's nice outside. It's a beautiful day. It should be a good week as far as the weather's concerned. And I know it's hard on the weekends for a lot of men, especially those who are fathers, because of the child custody situations and such. And that's something that I've been removed from for a while, just because of, the age of my sons and life. Like, I don't have to, I do not have to dance with the devil, so to speak, when it comes to that stuff. I don't. And I don't miss any of that nonsensical bullshit. And it is, yeah, it's rough. I live in it currently. And I have a good friend who deals with it too. And I hate it. I will say, in my experience, it absolutely appears that this is getting way, way worse. And it's getting way more psychologically traumatic for the children. And that's just my personal observation. My sons did not particularly act like the kids do today when it comes time to go back or or to go home or what have you. Excuse me. And my relative seems to have the same issue. I don't know so much as it's the older kid of hers as it's the younger one. Maybe it's both to a degree, but it definitely seems like the youngest one, like, just loses her marbles. Like a whole on temper tantrum, emotional stuff, whatever you could say. And that's a big difference. And I will, to a degree, I'm going to say some of it is because the dads aren't allowed crap. You guys are allowed less than what I was allowed. And I think the kids are way more torn and way more psychologically confused and manipulated. That's just my observation on it, because the emotional stuff and the outburst is something new. I'm not going to say my kids were perfect and my kids didn't do this and that, but not to these extremes, and not to the not the physical stuff. And I see the damage it's doing to the parental units, whether it's the mom or the dad, both. I see it. And to a degree, it's not good, because I'm just going to be blunt. Yeah, we both know men and women are different. And I don't know if this does more damage to the man or the mother. I'm going to go out on a limb, my opinion. I think we all can agree about the brainwashing and lies when it comes to a father or a man. I'm sure 50 years ago, 60 years ago, the whole milkman nonsensical garbage, I'm sure it was real. And I'm sure that stuff happened. But we'll never know the truth of why it was happening. We will never know the truth of why Daddy went to go get cigarettes and never came back. You're just going to be lied to and brainwashed. But anyways, this is 2023. I think we are all aware, most men today, when they get into those situations, they want to do right. They want to be a dad, they want to be present, and they want to do X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to go out on the limb and say that it's mostly the dads who are getting messed with. I'm not going to, how do I do that? I'm just going to say it. Most women and most of the mothers today, single mothers, they're not, this ain't the same cloth as it was 50 years ago, 40 years ago. The narcissism, the social medias, the career woman, and all these other things, I don't think women are as emotionally attached or as bonded with their kids. I'm trying to be careful here because, yeah, sure, I'm sure there's mothers out there whose emotions and reactions are genuine. It's just so hard to tell today when you see the exchange with the kids or this and that, and you see the parents start, reacting. I really gear more towards the father as the sincerity or the genuine than the mother. And again, I'm not going to say that there aren't a few mothers who the stuff is genuine. It's just so hard to tell because you don't know when the waterworks are turned on for validation and to get sympathy and all this other stuff. It's really conflicting, man. I feel for the kids the most, but as I've been doing this for the last 5 weeks or whatever, the men react way differently than the women. I'll definitely tell you that. I don't see the men getting real bitter and violent and the verbal tongue lashings and the name calling and the slandering, because I think the men have a much more grounded grasp on reality and controlling those things because they don't want to inflict more wound on people and they don't want to make things worse. Where a woman is, I'm seeing it. It's weird, man. It's like, no, we're not here to be emotional tampons and punching bags. But yeah, men are understanding and have logic, but it doesn't excuse the other party from their tongue lashings and the other stuff. It's just, I don't know, guys. It's just something I'm seeing more and more, and it's, people are just brushing it under the rug. There's not one party that wants to talk about it or be open with their feelings. Like, I see this. Every weekend I see this, basically. You'll be a Friday and a Saturday, things are whatever, the whole attitude, and here comes Sunday, and it's Sunday evening, and people just can't be normal and talk or be sad or say what's going on or just get it out. They gotta lash out like a fucking anger bastard, or they gotta come out with this weird stuff, and it's like, man, just be a human being. It's okay to say you're upset or sad or it breaks your heart because my kid XYZ or so-and-so was crying and throwing a temper. You gotta be human. You gotta talk. You can't just go around and with the weird mannerisms and body language and then lash out with these weird... Again, this is something whole new to me because kids did not do this whatever years ago when I had to be fully invested in this. Yes, there were instances and there were temper tantrums, but not like this. And I was in the parental thing. The parents were not this far gone from reality. They weren't. And they also were way more stern and way more a parental unit towards the kid. Like, hey, you're not going to sit here and trash the car or the living room or the bedroom because XYZ and you have to do what you're supposed to do. Like, no, the mother and the dad kind of did put a little bit of a stop to that, or there was some discipline involved. But I digress, guys. It just kind of breaks my heart to a degree to see it because, look, call it out, man. Look, the truth is most of these women brought this on themselves. They brought it on themselves, the men and the children, and they don't want to own up to it. So they come out with this weird shit on every Sunday. And it's just like, It's unnecessary. It really is unnecessary. And more of these mothers need to start being transparent and honest with the children involved. You just need to be honest, you stupid, dumb, fucking cum-guzzling gutter slut whores. Fucking be honest. Be honest about your kidnapping of children. Be honest about your narcissism and your freaking ATM greedy, grubby hands. Just be honest. Tell the children why they go through this every fucking Sunday. Tell the kids why they have to live in shit. It ain't because dad didn't want to be there. Stop this. Stop it. And damn you women to hell and back if you don't be honest and truthful about the custodial situation, age appropriate in every state of the divided states of America, because I'm going to start telling every fucking dad I know alive their parental rights regarding that child, boy or girl's age, and the right to choose where they want to live. You women are going to stop lying, threatening, and twisting the reality of the real world when it comes age appropriate for the child to open their mouth and say, hey, bitch, I don't like you. I'm living with dad. I'm going to take that as a personal mission. This is going to stop sooner or later. The truth will come out. Be honest with your children at the age appropriate time and say, hey, look, this is what it is. Because guess what? Us men are going to stop being quiet and stop protecting you. We're going to tell our children you didn't want them. We're going to tell the truth. No more of this protected snowflake princess garbage. It's enough. The waterfalls can stop. The verbal diarrhea can cease. And the psychological trauma of the children can and absolutely will stop. Knowledge is power. The truth sets you free. Gentlemen, let's revive some real news. As you see on the screen here, fellas, this picture was taken, I think it's Brazil. I think it's not even 20 hours old. It's a statue of a religious figure, and lightning struck it. And as it struck it, it made the statue give the optical illusion or the appearance of the image of, a religious figure to certain denominations in this realm. I'm just being careful with the words because you gentlemen that have been here for a while know I don't get into occults. I don't get into the fake control mechanisms of religion, any of that garbage. But you see this right here, fellas. This right here is the epitome. This right here is kind of the exclamation point to get your attention. You see, gentlemen, we're living in what I would call the perfect storm right now. And that reminds me, holy shit, tomorrow's fuck off day. Tomorrow's drop dead fuck off day. Tomorrow signals the end of Hallmark hell. Holy shit, it's over after tomorrow. And we can just go back to our fucking man caves and whatever until, July 4th or whatever. Thank God in heaven. Thank God, I'm so over it. I hate October to February. I digress, guys. Back to the topic at hand. But you see, everything that's going on is all a perfect storm. And this right here is the prime peak thing. You look at every part of every culture in society right now. You look at the absolute hatred, the division, the fighting. You look at the homelessness, the starvation. You look at all the disgusting, degenerate, filthy alcoholism and drug needle use bullshit, sniffing that freaking Drano stuff up their noses. You got people walking around shitting their pants and pissing down their legs. You had the biggest eye gazer experience on the television last night in the Fuck yourself, bull. You want to know what that all was? That was a predictive programming, practical magic bullshit. They hate men, and they hate white men. You see, this is all a perfect storm. That stupid-ass Super Bowl garbage. And then you got what's going on over in Turkey and Syria. That's real stuff. Could it possibly be I guess you would say a little bit of a secret ingredient or a little helping hand in that? Sure, there could be, I guess you would say, conspiracy theorists twisting ties, possibly. And you look at everything else that they're throwing. The white supreme climate change supremacy nonsense. Everything is climate change. And you look at what they're doing to the children. And you look at the de-education system of the divided states of America. You look at the disgusting, degenerate LGHD TV worshipping healthcare system. You look at the chemical poisoning castration in our food. Oh, let's see here. I know what I want to say next. I'm going to have to figure how I want to do it. Then I'll come back to it. Hold on. Let's see here. You also got to look at what they do with the food processing plants. How many did they take out in the last 12 years in just this country alone? You go look at the made-up nonsense regarding fuel, heating, and it's all intentional. I mean, for the love of God, ladies and gentlemen, how much does it cost for one egg? And this is stuff that I can't believe is happening. But yeah, I guess I can believe it. It's all done by design. Now, look at in the last 18 months of all the sudden pop-up of this kind of sickness, this kind of virus, this along the same lines with the viruses and stuff. You go tell me why these powers that be want to go mess with stuff that's X amount of years old and try to extract bacteria or viral strains out of this stuff. I'm going to circle back to what I was going to say, but I got to be careful to say this. I should have pulled this article up and showed it to you guys. Again, I'm not into religion, occults, and that control stuff, but I know what this is, and I know this is racist, and I know who they're coming after, and you want me? You come get me, you fucking piece of shit. I ain't running and hiding from nobody. Fuck this government, fuck this country, and fuck you puppets. Come get me. I'll never denounce my faith. I'll never denounce it. Suck my dick. In the divided states of America, the asshole FBI found a legal loophole where they can come and prosecute, and they can pull a WW2 on people who identify as Christians. Now, I'm going to dive deep and break this motherfucker down. We all fucking know in this realm we exist in, this shit show, Christianity is predominantly what fucking culture and what fucking demographic? You can miss me with your politically correct. FBI's asshole found a legal loophole where they can go arrest and torture or whatever they said to Christians. Let me translate that. The FBI found a legal loophole where they could go arrest and harass and torture Caucasians. Specifically Caucasian fucking men. Fuck you with your Christians. I know what that is. Go look it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's on everywhere. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC up your ass. It's all everywhere. Yahoo, these nuts, it's everywhere. Go look it up. Go read it yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with what you believe in or what you practice. It's absolutely racism. They're coming after the white people. I'm not stupid. I want you fellas to think about this. Think about that. What the absolute fuck did the dude with the stash and all them other people do? They went and rounded up who? Because of their what? Yeah. Are you going to tell me the FBI is asshole ain't doing the same goddamn playbook? You'll never get me. I'm never denouncing my beliefs and my faith. I fear no fucking human being at all. The FBI found a legal loophole where we can go arrest Christians. Each and every single one of you hearing this, do not fall for that. That's verbal diarrhea, word confusion. Translation, we are going to come after white supreme pizzas. Imagine that. Imagine that. America was founded in all these certain things and rights. You're supposed to have the freedom of religion. My fucking grandparents, my great-grandparents, I got uncles, and all kinds of in-between that fought in every fucking conflict this filthy country ever had. What do you think they're doing right now wherever they're at? Knowing that because they fought for the country that believed in freedom of religion, speech, and all that, now their offspring are going to be arrested and persecuted because of a belief or religion. I thought we lived in the United States of America. I didn't know I fucking lived in Qatar or fucking Sudan or fucking Angola or Mongolia or fucking wherever. You fucking act like animals. Yeah, you want to get into real racism? What the fuck do y'all do to the black culture? What about you guys castrating them, huh? So they couldn't reproduce. That wasn't no Caucasian motherfuckers doing that. Yeah, people don't like reviving real news. You don't like real history. It goes against your fucking racist narrative. Motherfuckers. Ain't no white supremacy pizzas out here castrating nobody. White supreme pizzas weren't putting genitalia on logs and then chopping them off. Fuck out of here with the white supreme pizzas are bad. Gentlemen, this is the perfect storm. And all the while, everybody's so distracted and busy. Everybody's so busy. Everybody's such a professional. Everybody's an avid expert. Everybody's got a fucking opinion and an asshole. Because you guys, what, are on your fucking digital devils. Yeah, so what are you learning? What do you know? Are you situationally aware? No. You know what fucking TikTok or Reddit and InstaWhore tells you. You don't know shit. Everyone's going to cry and whine and start getting butthurt when the shit starts happening because they weren't paying attention. It's a perfect storm right now as I'm recording this. It's absolutely a perfect storm. Everybody's so worried about their fucking pronouns, the color of their dumb hair, their body positivity, beach beluga land whale bullshit, their white supreme racism pizza nonsense, their stupid bread and circus sports booze. It's so dumb. Everybody's so fucking stuck up their own asses and narcissism. They don't realize the storm is brewing and it's becoming perfect. You kids wake up every day and don't know what the hell they are or who they are. Dad wants to be a mom. Mom wants to be a Triceratops dinosaur daddy. I mean, what the hell is this? H.R. Geiger and freaking Lovecraft couldn't have made a better horror novel story than this shit show. I hate it. Look at this. It's. Now let's get into the current events here in the last several days in North America. And gentlemen, I'm going to come out with a big disclaimer here, and I don't care. I'm probably going to lose people over this one, but it is what it is, and it's my personal belief and stance on these things, and it is what it is. You guys believed in, yeah, if you believed in 9, uno, and if you believed in, the CEO pneumonia scare, and if you believed in all of this other crap that's happened since 2005, even go back to the Fukushima, you can look at all kinds of other nonsense. Everybody believed and bought that. You all are going to absolutely fall hook, line, and sinker for the absolute psyop of the last 4 days. What do you mean, Revival? Oh, I'm talking about the white supreme UFOs. They're not really, it's not a racist thing. I'm just being an asshole because I don't believe in any of this crap. I'm telling you right now as a disclaimer, and do not even click any of this stuff. Don't even listen, watch, look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the year 2023. Every freaking piece of any and everything we have as a species has only gotten cheaper, faster, smarter, smaller, blah, 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 blah. With the exception of, what's that reviving? Oh, it's going to be anything and everything to do with space technology and flight. We're still stuck in the dinosaur stone ages with that nonsense. Aluminum foil here, cardboard and duct tape there. Yeah. Studio lighting here. Fishing line there. Velcro straps everywhere. You gonna tell me? You gonna seriously tell me that we can't advance any of that kind of technology or anything? But yet you got a phone the size of what? A dollar bill. That in some instances you could say is a form of a supercomputer or mini supercomputer based on what kind of phone you have and the chips in it. And now they want you in the last 4 days to believe, number one, that these are all whatever objects in the air. And of course, to go with the narrative, this has to be a Chinese balloon. It ain't no Chinese balloon. It's all propaganda, nonsensical bullshit. Unidentified flying objects shot down over Timbuktu. Unidentified cigar objects shot down over Dildo Falls, Montana. I mean, seriously? The only people who should believe in this or getting any kind of feelings are little kids who don't know better because they're innocent and feminists who need something to go get validation over. They're probably already en route to the sites where they shot this stuff down to go take some Insta whore pictures. You know, gotta be the first whore there. Gotta be the first one. Anyways, back to the point at hand. Yes, throughout the recorded existence of our species, there have been whatever, okay? Sure, yeah, I'll acknowledge that. Here's the PSYOP. Here's the PSYOP, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do some translations. Extraterrestrial. Hey, fellas, terrestrial. What's the meaning of the word terrestrial? Yeah, I didn't think too many people knew that because, it is what it is in 2023. Terrestrial means land. Extraterrestrial means extra land. You see, they've been playing this game for about 100 years now. There's no aliens. There's no UFOs. There's good and evil. There's absolutely good and evil, and this is where I'm probably going to lose people, and it is what it is. And they've known this since the 60s when they did the, what was that, was it the what was it called, the Brookings Report, I think. When they did this think tank, and they wanted to be able to predict the psyche and the whatever of the masses if they admitted to aliens or admitted to whatever. Yeah. You see, they've already been planning this deception and lie. That's why we can never tell the public. We can never admit to technology and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. It's all garbage. Anybody and everybody that has access to real technology and instruments can tell you. They lie about everything in the sky. Go get real piece of hardware and equipment and go look at what they tell you is a star or a planet. It is nothing like you see on any picture, video, image, on any device or anything in print form. UFO, my ball sack. Again, extraterrestrial means extra land. And if there are different things around us, they're here where we are, and they're probably like us. They're just different variation of us. No fucking aliens. Yeah, there's evil and there's good. All that stuff that they've been saying for 100 years, they know what it is. They're allowing more and more to come and it to be more open. Why do you think things are the way they are right now? Look at the picture on your screens, gentlemen. Why do you think that happened or didn't happen? Yeah, that probably is a sign that, it's coming to an end real soon. There's good and evil. There's demonic beings and demonic spirits. There's your fucking UFOs and your probing aliens. You guys are crazy as hell. You believe something's going to come out of whatever nonsensical, made-up NASA, CGI, space, Mars, Pluto bullshit. Shove that up your anus. Stupid garbage. You want to revive some real news? Why don't you guys go look up in the 1920s or 1930s, Universal Studios. How the fuck did Universal Studios already have a complete image of the quote-unquote globe with the quote-unquote continents wherever they were supposed to be when ain't nobody ever fucking been 10,000 feet in the fucking air? How the fuck do you know what it looks like? Because you fucking don't, you lying propagandist, practical magic, satanic, demonic, Baphomet worshipping motherfucker. Liars. Ain't nobody fucking know any of this stuff. You made it up. It's a rendition. Somebody's idea based on predictive programming from the 17 and 1600s. Garbage. There isn't anybody alive that will tell you the truth of any of this. This shit's real. This is a perfect storm, and they know it. Everybody's so gullible and caught up in everything in the last 3 years. And if you gentlemen think this is a joke, it's kind of sad that people do think this stuff is a joke. There's a, I gotta think of this guy's name. He was a very, very big, he was a bigwig. Maybe it was the dude they got over from, they took from Germany that ended up working with Disney. Oh, God bless America. Braun. Maybe it was Werner von Braun, or it was no, it was Rich. I think the guy's name was Ben Rich. And on his deathbed, he told his secretary, or one of the longest whatever employees he ever had at his place of business, his company, he told the lady what the whole entire plan was. In the last great false, or the last great scheme or deception was the nonsensical, made up optical illusion of aliens and UFOs. And he told this lady that none of it exists and none of it's real. He told this lady they made up so much of these fake alien stuff. He went on to say so much as Roswell was all fake and made up. It was done as a collab with Russia and the United States. There's been books wrote about how Roswell and all that is not, it's all fake and made up to dupe the masses. But this guy's dying last words before he passed away were, the last thing they will do to gain control and to slaughter is the alien UFO deception. Everything else this guy said that they were going to do, they've did it already. The last trick is the UFO alien stuff. He also said, again, there is only good and evil. Everybody's got a different variation on it, but it's the same damn thing. This guy knew. He knew. Why do you think so many people, how do I say this correctly? So many people don't really know what they do for a living. People, for example, that work in the scientific fields or technological fields don't really know what the fuck they're doing. They're so ignorant and fucking naive. UFOs and aliens. Yeah, right. Think about that, guys. If that was real, just think about it. If it was real, things would not be what they are right now. And you can't say any more or any less. That's just the simple fact. And you can look at the entertainment as they've been trying to passively aggressively tip their hand to us. They've done it with illnesses and viruses and bacterias. Go look at Contagion, Outbreak, and those films, gentlemen. The books are a gazillion times better than the films. The books are outstanding. And you just look at Lovecraft, H.R. Geiger, and just look at film from the 70s to the present day. You also have to look at I forget the guy that made it, but look at Space Odyssey 2001. And they even show you and tell you that it's all a lie. Space Odyssey has the black cube. Well, you gentlemen can look it up yourself. What's the black cube represent? What does it mean? And yeah. You see, it's all demonic. It's all evil. But the alien stuff and all that has all been it's all been in our forms of entertainment to desensitize and whatever. But it's not real. And people are going to fall for it. It's just not real, guys. Like, I just don't believe in any of it. And I know a little bit about this stuff, man, because I've had family relatives, like, grandparents, uncles, not just, a cousin or whoever, that have been in the fucking service. And I'll just go ahead and fucking say it. My grandparents retired from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in fucking Ohio. I grew up in Wright-Patterson. I went there every week. Now, my sister's a big shot. And before she turned into who she turned into, she told me some shit. And I was young. And I didn't understand what she was trying to tell me or where and why she would talk the way she would and do what she would do. But now I get it. I get it. I knew I knew back in 2009 or 2000, whatever it was, not to go messing with medicine, not to go messing with none of this stuff. The individual took me into, whatever she did was something I've only seen in movies. Because you ain't supposed to be saying this stuff or telling nobody what's real. I'll never forget that conversation. And I ain't never let none of my kids or myself or any of that ever happen to them. I know better. Believe me, guys, I know better. Don't fall for this stuff and don't believe in any of it. That's why I know a lot of stuff about the weather because of my sister telling me stuff that she's been involved in and what she knows. They've been doing this for decades. I don't think we've had real weather in a very long time. Yeah, but some of it is for good. A lot of it is bad, but some of it is good. Some of it is, and that is the only reason I don't speak about it a whole lot is because some of it is for good. I mean, I have to admit that. There are certain people in certain places of, power or of importance. They do give a shit about kids, and they do care if people eat and have this and that. Like, they got ways of making, it rain. They got ways of taking care of the earth and the food. They just don't want to do it. They know how to stop drought. They know how to do a lot of stuff. They just don't want to. But I digress, guys. I'm just saying, everyone's going to believe what they want to believe and think what they want to think. Just don't be duped. Just do your own research. This is a perfect storm. You're not going to get people to get off their devices. You're not going to get people to stop being simps and whatever. But at the end of the day, we've got to stop this. We got to stop the deception. And people have to stop being so gullible and stop taking the first thing they see or hear as gospel. And look, there is no any kind of evidence, proof, or anything to support any nonsensical probing alien stuff. However, there is more proof to show good and evil spirits and geist and entities and all that. History's real. And if you don't understand certain things, you're doomed to repeat the past. Go look. Guys, it's exactly why they lie about all kinds of history and ancient anything. It's exactly why they do it. That's why they tell you that some stupid chicken scratch on a fucking stupid fucking cave thing in a Saudi Arabian desert is these 2-foot tall, whatever human beings worshiping Maproban Anunnaki, Sumerian fucking made up mythological garbage. It's because they were demonic. They were worshiping false gods and idols. Fucking sitting around worshiping fucking women. Worshiping the sun. It's all lost in translation and misinterpreted on purpose. They weren't fucking worshiping and looking up at the stars because of the fucking Anunnaki. It was evil. It was demonic. That's what it was. And that's why it's gone. That's why it was eradicated and wiped out like fucking chicken pox. Gone. Ain't nobody up at the sky looking at a freaking cigar, saucer, dildo, whatever. No, man. They were doing evil, demonic, evil stuff. Now they're gone and not here. And these fucktards go on National Homographic or go on Discovery Channel. Oh, yeah, you see here? These were giant human Anunnaki who created the slave human. And the slave human was worshipping the spaceship with the gods in it. You can kiss my dick. No, you liars, frauds, scams. They were worshiping false gods and idols. There was a cult. Nasty, filthy. There's a lot I could say about this. The storm is real. And this is perfect. This is exactly why they're going to do what they're going to do. What have I been saying for the last 3 months? All of this is going to get worse because what's coming in 2024? We probably aren't going to get to 2024. If we get to 2024, it is not going to be good. I just wish people would get off their garbage and get out of their own fucking assholes. Because the only way where anybody's going to survive this or whatever words you want to put in there is people being illogical, getting the fuck off the digital devils, being actual humans and such. And because, boy, oh boy, oh boy. They pull off this alien UFO stuff, and this is going to be the one order. And that's why do you think I don't believe and I condone this equality, inclusivity garbage? Because not anywhere ever in the existence of our species has that ever worked or happened. And when they tried, it's been eradicated, wiped out, smited, gone. No. I don't give a damn where you live, where you come from, what you believe in. All of your historical stuff will tell you and show you any way, shape, or form this comes close. Boom, bam, gone, out of here. See you later. Roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp. Gone. Every single culture or civilization in our existence that started to have these dumbass chicken scratch bullshit in caves and fucking elephant dung with these little, coming out of the sky and these dildo-shaped objects. It's all evil. It ain't no damn Anunnaki and whatever. Everybody believe what they want. Everybody's allowed to believe and think what they want. I just don't want people to get fucked over and caught up when this shit happens, because the perfect storm's here, and we're going to be living in the fallout. You guys got to see the picture they're painting for you, okay? You look at everything that's happened. You got the racism. You got the gender wars. You got the decimation of our food. Whether it's the plants, the vegetables, and the livestock, the animals, the meat, the protein. They messed up the processing plants. People are being paid to kill their livestock. They're finding ways to make it illegal to own chickens and to have eggs and this and that. They're finding ways to make it illegal to get milk. Like I said, look at the de-education system in America. You look at the pedophilia in America and worldwide. You look at the absolute outbreaks of all different types, kinds, shapes, formats, whatever, of any kind of virus, bacteria, illnesses, what have you. I mean, this is it. You got people worshiping animals and fornicating with animals. You got people, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. You seriously have people who are so messed up in their head, they think they're, I don't know, they think they're the ace of spades in a deck of cards or something, man. It's weird. You got the idolization and worshipping of females. It's just bad, guys. That's just my ramblings and my take on it. This is a perfect storm, and everyone's going to fall. Everyone's going to go be gullible because Look at this. What the picture I'm painting is, look at all the chaos. With the food, to the pneumonia, you've got the gender stuff, the racist stuff, you've got the lack of education, the lack of parenting, you've got the lack of faith, families, you've got violence everywhere. You got 8 and 9-year-old kids shooting people. You've got the decimation and the destruction of all types, forms, kinds of religious practices, the destruction of their buildings and places of worship. You go, Jesus, man, this is depressing. But all the while, guys, this is on purpose because the final piece of the puzzle is about to be dropped. And it's the great deception. And why? You create all this chaos, hatred, angry, broken, desolate, homeless, starving population. All of a sudden, one special enemy shows up to unite the species under one common goal. Here's the thing. One enemy. Unite us under one common goal. Unite us as one. Yeah, the 1-1-1 garbage. And y'all gonna fall for it. Everybody's beat down, broken, starving, homeless, sick, angry, stressed, anxiety, hooked on drugs, alcohol, porno. And then here comes the savior, the false prophet. The great alien deception. To unite the masses, one common goal. We'll emerge kumbaya, happy and all one. You can kiss my ass. Gentlemen, situational awareness. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And now, more than ever, if you stand for nothing, you're gonna fall absolutely for any and everything, including the great deception. This is Reviving Real News.